Just like read it like word for word, just like how they lost weight, what size they are, how much they weigh, the statistics and stuff.
Patrick is head of features and diet for New magazine. He doesn't accept that celebrity magazines do their readers any harm.
Celebrity magazines cover the weight issue so much because we respond to the needs and desires and interests of our readers.
I like to compare myself and see if I'm skinnier than, like for instance, I'm skinnier than Angelina Jolie and Kate Moss. It just kind of makes me feel a bit better about myself.
Come in.
Until NHS treatment to combat her eating disorder begins, Kelly's seeing a private therapist to help her cope with the celebrity images which she sees as a trigger.
Is there any way like I can change the way that I think about that, or?
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head. You know, you can't change the exposure you're going to have to celebrities in magazines, but maybe you can change what thoughts are going on in your head. How do you feel when you start thinking, oh, my statistics, you know, I'm way too big compared with this celebrity? What are you thinking?
I panic and I feel really bad. If I'm larger, normally it leads to a binge. If I'm smaller, then I'll just be like really happy.
I don't believe pictures of celebrities being thin gives people an eating disorder. That is a ludicrous argument. So the fact that we print that so-and-so celebrity is 6 stone, you know, to someone that is already ill, they might think, oh, that's my inspiration. But that's because they're ill. We don't make people ill any more than a manufacturer of champagne makes someone an alcoholic.
Do you know of any people who you would consider to be successful people who maybe have bigger bodies than yours, or?
No.
You can't?
No, everyone that I look up to, they're all skinny.
Right, so you equate skinniness with success.
Yeah.
So that doesn't really add up, does it?
Nothing I say adds up. I'm so confused in my own mind.
I think it means that you've got some distorted thoughts and, like you say, you're confused and things don't add up at the moment.
Yeah.
Logically.
Just can't wait till they do.
Yeah. I guess it's like, how does an alcoholic cope? You know, because there's alcohol around us all the time. How does someone who's hooked into celebrity magazines cope? Because they're going to be there all the time. And I think the way that we work with people in therapy is really to build up their sense of self and their self-esteem, and to look at who they really are and to be happy with who they are.
Actually saying it though makes me realise how silly it is almost to have that sort of way of thinking, and makes me want to change it more.
You recognise more, even more, that you're having distorted thoughts, and actually distorted thoughts are part of eating disorders.
I think she sees these magazines as real life, and if she gets to that level then she'll be more accepted socially, I guess. But if only she saw what I saw and what everyone else sees, that it's scary, it's frightening just to see how far she's taken it.
I want to be attractive for him, and I know that he doesn't find me attractive at the moment. He says I'm like a twig, I'm all bony, but you know, if you're like the skinniest one in the club, you're like, yeah, I'm the skinniest one here, or I'm the prettiest one here. So I think it's just like women do it now. It's not to please other men. It's just to please, almost like a jealousy thing. It's to make yourself better than everyone else, all the other girls.
It has ceased to be about sex and about attracting men. It is about asserting your status and your power. And by being very thin, what you're saying to the world is, I am in complete control. I am therefore a powerful person. Being thin equals control, equals status, equals power, equals success, equals happiness. There's so many stages that the end, happiness, has absolutely nothing to do with the beginning, which is thin.
Boosted by her therapist, Kelly is determined to return to happier times.
So I wanted to really get her to realise that there were other times in her life when she's been happier than she is now, and that it doesn't directly correlate with weight, because the more weight that she's losing, actually the less happy she's becoming.
This picture was taken, I think it must have been remember it was very cold. It was about February and March last year, and it was a sponsored abseil for a little girl who had cancer, who's now unfortunately passed away. And I remember I was feeling really happy that day. You know, I'm doing something for a good cause, and I just felt really good about myself.
It doesn't make sense to people that they can be happy, and actually they're quite often happier when they're a little bit bigger.
I was a lot happier then, a lot happier then. Like now, you know, I've become so vain and so aware of everything, you know, like of other people and stuff, that I've almost like become more withdrawn. Like even though when I'm out, if I'm the skinniest person there, I'll have loads of confidence. You know, I'm still not happy really, you know, it's just momentarily, you know, there I was happy all the time. Hugo and I used to have like Sunday nights, we just like lie on the sofa with like a little bowl of popcorn, just, you know, like watch a movie. Like now that just scares me. But you know, that was happy times. I do want to go back to that. I do miss being happy all the time.
As Kelly starts to realise how much she's losing to her eating disorder, does Hugo think they'll ever be able to go back to the way they were?
Sometimes I don't see that. I just think I have turned into a carer as well as partner. You know, this is endless. I'm worried about the future. I just hope it'll go back to the way it was. I don't like seeing things fail. I like happy endings.